I am Rekha More, Assistant Professor from Department of Chemistry, and it's the first lecture of semester 2nd in which I will conduct the topic that is the NMR spectroscopy, and this is the lecture 1. So friend, let's start to discuss about the basic principles and criteria regarding to NMR spectroscopy. So look toward this. What is mean by the spectroscopy? Student, in our previous video, I was already discuss about the regions of spectroscopy. Spectroscopy is nothing but an response of organic molecule when it exposed to some kind of radiation or electromagnetic radiation. Isn't it? Now look toward the here is the one line is shown, and here is the reasons are given of the different type of the regions regarding to gamma rays, X-ray, UV, visible, IR, microwave and radio. So friend, as we look toward that, then at the radio frequency the wavelength is shown here in this range. Then what is meaning by the nuclear magnetic resonance? Nuclear magnetic resonance is also called as NMR, and it's also known as the proton nuclear magnetic resonance. Nuclear magnetic resonance, shortly denoted by NMR, it's measure the absorption of electromagnetic radiation in the radio frequency region, that is a 4 to 900 megahertz. Nuclei instead of outer electron are involved in absorption process. Sample need to be placed in magnetic field to cause different energy state. One of the most routinely used analytical technique nowadays, that is nothing but the NMR. So friend, it is some theoretical part and history regarding to the NMR. NMR was first experimentally observed by Bloch and Purcell in 1946, and they was received Nobel Prize in 1952 and quickly become commercially available and widely used. Probe the composition, structure, dynamics and function of the complete range of chemical entities from small organic molecule to large organic molecule, weight polymer and protein. NMR is routinely and widely used as a preferred technique to rapidly elucidate the chemical structure of the organic compound. So friend, this is the NMR history. In 1937, Rabi predict and observed nuclear magnetic resonance. 1946, Bloch Purcell, first nuclear magnetic resonance of bulk sample. In 1953, Oberhauser, that is nuclear Oberhauser effect, was studied by the scientists. In 1966, Ernst and Anderson is developed the Fourier transform NMR. In 1975, Giner Ernst, two-dimensional NMR. In 1984, Nicholson, NMR metabolism, and 1985, Vitris, first solution structure of small protein. In short, is known as BPTR. From NOE derived distance restraint. In 1987, 3D NMR, carbon 13, nitrogen 15 isotope labeling of recombinant protein resolution technique was studied. In 1990, pulse field gradient is studied. In 1997, residual dipolar coupling was studied, and liquid crystalline media is also developed, and nowadays TROSY, molecular weight is greater than 100, it was also studied. Nowadays dynamic nuclear polarization, DNP, to enhance NMR sensitivity. Okay, now the Nobel laureates related to this invention. In 1944, physics Rabi, Columbia. In 1952, physics Bloch, Stanford University, Purcell, Harvard University. In 1991, chemist Ernst, he got the Nobel Prize. In 2002, in chemistry, Utrecht got Nobel Prize. In 2003, Maricin Lauterbach, University of Illinois in Urbana, and Mansfield, University of Nottingham. Means near about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 Nobel Prize is achieved in this area. So friend, this is the first NMR spectra of water. If we zoom it, we get photographic record of the proton signal in water. The four traces from top to bottom correspond to the time T1, T2 and so on of figure 9. In the text, they are referred to as A, B, C, D respectively. So friend, as you know that the water molecule contain 2 proton and 1 oxygen atom, and related to that the first spectra is visualized like this. First observation of the chemical shift and 1H NMR spectra of ethanol look toward this. Nowadays ethanol is look like this, but first time the spectra of ethanol was conducted, that time the spectra of ethanol we will be get like this. Now friend, look toward, as we know that the molecule can absorb the electromagnetic radiation and goes into the ground state to excited state is like this. A given molecule when exposed to radiation absorbs some part of energy and goes to excited state. By studying the type of radiation absorbed by molecule, it is possible to predict what kind of structural features are present in the molecule. The absorption of different type of radiation produce different kind of excitation such as UV, visible, infrared, microwave, radio waves, etc. Each excitation provides some important information about the structure. In all this matter, radiation absorbed. So the spectroscopic method are designated as absorption spectroscopy. Always remember that. But in this case, look toward this. Once molecule absorb radiation, it goes to higher energy excitation. Molecule lose or emit, it absorb energy to come back to the ground state. The radiation emitted by the molecule can also be studied to reveal the structure of molecule. This is called emission spectroscopy, and this spectroscopy is used for inorganic compound. In some cases, we study the energy absorbed by molecule is called absorption spectroscopy. This spectroscopy is used for organic molecule. So friends, such a type of the changes have been uh, shown in the given figure, and this is the animated part of the electron. Electron is behave as a tiny magnet. Now, a moving perpendicular external magnetic field will induce an electrical current in a closed loop is like this. Now look toward, this is the external magnetic field, okay, and proton or electron is considered as a tiny magnet. Magnetic field produced by circulating electron, and electric current is closed loop which create a perpendicular magnetic field which depend on how the molecule containing the proton and how the applied field is uh, aligned with the given proton. The signal loop of wire, the magnetic field B through the center of loop is B is equal to nu 0 and by 2R. M0, mu 0 is permeability of free space. R is the radius of the wire loop. Here is mu 0, not M0. Okay, you have to neglect it. Theory of NMR. Then quantum description is also very important. Nuclear spin, think electron spin. Nucleus rotate about its axis. You know that the nucleus with spin have angular momentum or spin. The total magnitude is counted by like this, I plus 1. The quantized spin quantum number is denoted by I, and therefore 2I plus 1 state. And when we find out related to hydrogen atom, we will get the two spin, that is the plus 1/2 and minus 1/2. Identical energy in absence of external magnetic field. This is the identical energy related to the proton. So friends, it is a gyromagnetic ratio which is also important for study related to the relative sensitivity of the NMR signal. Magnetic moment is created along axis of the nuclear spin, where rho is the angular momentum, g is the gyromagnetic ratio. Magnetic moment is quantized as shown in this equation, and finally we got the magnetic moment plus 1/2 and minus 1/2. So friend, NMR periodic table, there is a number of element which having a spin plus 1/2 and minus 1/2 and which are abundant in the nature, which having a active spin, and those are the nuclei is hydrogen, carbon 13, nitrogen 15, fluorine 19 and phosphorus 31. But some compound is also NMR inactive because nuclear spin is 0, that is a carbon 12, oxygen 16. Even atomic mass and number 2. Quadruple nuclei nuclear spin is greater than 1/2, that is a nitrogen 14, deuterium and boron 10. Even atomic mass and odd number, that is I is a plus 1, 0 and minus 1. Those are the elements related to the nuclear spin information. Then magnetic moment. Okay, it is a right hand rule. Spinning charged nucleus creates a magnetic field. Okay friend, right hand rule means what? Determine the direction of the magnetic field around a current carrying wire and vice versa, and its role as the right hand rule. Then magnetic alignment. In the absence of external field, each nuclei is energetically degenerate, is like this. Means the nuclei is move here and there. But when we apply the magnetic field, external magnetic field, that is the B0, align with, that time what happened? The nuclei is aligned with the external magnetic field, and it may be parallel or anti-parallel, depend on the energy. So friend, it is the basic principle regarding to HNMR spectroscopy. In our next presentation, we will be discuss the detailed terms related to NMR spectroscopy. Thank you very much.